Hey, my name's Pauline, and in January I quit my job as a cashier and booked a flixbus ticket from Bremen in Germany to Castelo Branco in Portugal. The estimated travel time was 43 hours, with one layover in Frankfurt. Almost 2 days in a bus. This would be quite the journey, the longest I took in my life to be exact, so I thought it might be fun to film it all. But until the trip, I still had a few weeks left in Germany. I enjoyed the snow and went protesting, and for my birthday, Danny and Lennon visited me from Belgium. We went to the coast where it was super windy, and to Hamburg, and I got woken up with my favorite cake on my birthday, and it was amazing.
Happy birthday, Paulina. Happy birthday to you.
And I also have a bookshelf now. Oh yeah, and Lennon brought his camera, and he took his pictures of me, and I don't know, I love them. They are so funny. This is the longest trip I've ever been on. So I also finally bought one of these neck pillows and this sleeping mask because I feel like I'm gonna need it. And also this very cute tiny little SSD. It's so tiny, look at it. So I can hopefully keep my data safe. Also, I'm bringing my passport because my ID expired. And I actually finally got a fanny pack because I wanted to have one for forever. I never bothered to buy one, and I felt like now was the right time. Also, my mom got me some chocolate for the way. I still have to pack everything, and one half of my suitcase is reserved for my sleeping stuff, and the other half is for clothes. And also I'm bringing some art supplies. This is my pencil case with all the important stuff. And I got some new markers for my birthday, and a small sketchbook. I gotta bring my tent, and a sleeping pad, and a sleeping bag. And I also wanted to treat myself to a pillow, and I hope all of that fits into one half of the suitcase. Bigger than it was before, and it's not even all the parts of the tent. Okay, that should work because it's all just soft. Castelo Branco is located in central Portugal, and in March it's not that warm there yet. When I checked the weather app, it was even pretty similar to here in Germany, and also with lots of rain. So I had to pack for both cooler and warmer days, and especially for cooler nights. Do I even need a second pair of jeans? I have one sweatpants, one leggings, a pair of jeans. That should be enough. I also want to bring fairy lights to make my tent cozy. Okay, let's see. I would be spending 2 nights and 1.5 days on the bus, and I had no idea where and when and how long the breaks would be. So I had to get some snacks for the way. Also, if I'm honest, the gas station food is too expensive for my liking anyway. I made sure to get something sweet, something savory, and something fresh. I also downloaded a bunch of streaming services so I won't get bored. And I also got some crosswords so I have something to do on the way. Also, I was just looking at ticket prices, and the half-hour trip to get to Bremen costs almost 15 euros. Yeah. Okay, I showered now, and I still have 1 hour till I have to leave. And now I'm just sitting here. You know, it's like, I can't really do anything anymore, but sit and wait. Like, I'm not in the right headspace to, start anything now. So yeah, I'm just gonna do nothing. I wanted to download some more stuff on the streaming services. And, a bunch of the others have, download stuff, and I can't download that much stuff. So that's sad, and I guess I'll just get some more crosswords. And then it's almost time to leave. Crazy. So I unplugged my Wi-Fi router, turned off the lights, and that was it. Time to go. My staff and I are at the station now, because we have to get to Bremen first to get to the flixbus. I know it doesn't look like much, but just filming myself in public and speaking English to the camera is scary when it's just me. So I'm trying my best here, but I was constantly looking around because it felt so weird. I have no idea if that's something you can ever get used to or not, because recently I heard a YouTuber say that even after years of doing it, it still made her feel weird. I'm at the bus stop now, and with flixbus it's always a hassle because they don't have proper platforms, I'm always paranoid that I can't find them. There's a bunch of other people also waiting here, so I hope everything is alright. The bus arrived on time and it was nice and cozy, but not too warm. It just smelled a bit funky. I didn't film a lot because it was dark now, so there wasn't much to see, and I managed to doze off a bit every now and then, but just in case I set my alarm for my next stop at 3:40 in Frankfurt. So this is what the Frankfurt Central Station looks like at 4 in the morning. I also couldn't help myself and bought a slice of pizza from one of the 2 stores that were open. But there wasn't much to do at the station, so I walked back to the bus stop, where a few very friendly taxi drivers were waiting for customers. So I have to say, at first it was a bit creepy because it was so empty, but I didn't feel unsafe at all there. We were only 3 people in the bus, so I snatched myself a seat at the front and managed to doze off once again. When I woke up at dawn, it was pretty cold and we were almost in Strasbourg. And now the bus filled up quickly. In France, the public toilets are free, but this baguette looked like a crime against their own country. So, this bus ride. I can't say I was looking forward to it, and I don't think anyone would be. So I was surprised that I kinda enjoyed it after roughly 12 hours in. We were on our way to Nancy now, and so far I managed to entertain myself by listening to music and looking out the window. The landscape was slowly changing now, and while the weather was miserable outside, I was snuggled up in my sleeping bag with my snacks and my music. But then 2 funny things happened. Everyone who joined in Strasbourg got out now in Nancy, so we were back to 3 passengers in the whole bus. And then when we left the city, I checked Google Maps and saw that we were heading north. Nancy is already north of Strasbourg, and now we were going even further. But I wanted to go south. Okay, so we are, I don't know where we are, somewhere in France. But the bus ride itself is actually pretty alright. Yes, now they kicked us out for lunch, but it's so expensive. I can't really understand what they are saying because I don't really understand French. But they made us go outside for half an hour. I was just about to fall asleep, so I'm just enjoying the fresh truck stop air. When we left, one of the other passengers gave me a banana. That was very sweet, so I gave him some chocolate. After another hour or so, it slowly dawned on me that we were really driving all the way to Paris. And my friend Lara, who actually has the flixbus app, checked. Yes, we even had multiple stops there. So for half a day, this bus was just touring through France with 3 people in it. How do they make money like this? Unlike the toilets, the streets here cost money though. I was getting pretty sleepy, but that was alright, because I had nothing better to do anyway. As we got closer to Paris, the landscape got flatter again. And then we were there. On the app, there were 2 scheduled stops. So the bus had to make its way through the city traffic and streets that looked way too small for it. Wow, the Eiffel Tower. This was the first stop, by the way. It was such a random spot. The whole Paris sightseeing tour took us almost 4 hours, and I actually did see the real Eiffel Tower for a second. Also, we actually made 3 stops in Paris, and they were all in some random location. By now I had grown kinda tired of the bus ride, and the bus was full again, which made it less cozy. But I was honestly surprised at how long I actually enjoyed it. At around 6, while it was getting dark, I decided to finally watch some Office, but the peace didn't last long, because then I really needed to pee. Our last break was the lunch break around 12, and there was no way I would use the flixbus toilet. Finally, pee break. I was so happy that I even filmed the toilet. That was the last thing I filmed that day actually, and at 9 I wrote goodnight to my mom. It's 4 in the morning now, and I don't know where I am, because we just woke up and we have a break. They had really just waken us all up at 4 in the morning and made us go out for a pee break. When I woke up the next time, it was still dark and we were somewhere in the north of Spain at some sort of meet-up point for long-distance buses. And we even got a free breakfast there. The sun is getting up, so pretty. We are back outside now, and now our bus is gone. Like, it's just not here anymore. At first I thought I'm stupid, but like, no one else can find it either, so we just wait. Turns out that we had a different bus now. So eventually our bus came back and we had to get all our stuff into the new bus. For me, that meant very quickly collecting all of my chaos because I didn't know about this because I didn't speak French. When we left, it was almost 8, and my bus was supposed to arrive around 2. Only a few more hours now. The sun was shining and the landscape was absolutely beautiful. I had never been to Portugal or Spain before, so all of this was new to me, and I spent pretty much the whole morning just looking outside and enjoying the pretty views. There were mountains and new types of trees. Weirdly enough, I was still vibing after almost 40 hours. At the Portuguese border, we actually got checked, like proper. They kept us there for over an hour, went through the luggage compartment, and asked the guy to step out. Honestly, I don't even know if he got to come back in. Now we were on the home stretch. The landscape was still pretty and my spirits were still up. I was almost there now. So yeah, I didn't understand the bus drivers, but obviously something went wrong.
So the bus is broken now.
Luckily, I found a guy who could translate it into English for me.
So the weather is really nice, but the dude said, one of the guys who speaks English, like that one person, he told me that the gearbox is broken. But yeah, I don't know, I still don't know what's happening.
Now all we could do was wait, but at least we weren't on the highway and the weather was amazing.
So someone now said that it's gonna be 2 to 3 hours till we get a new bus. I don't speak Portuguese and I don't speak English, but it doesn't seem that anyone who also wants to go to Castelo Branco has a way to get there that's not waiting for the bus. So I guess I gotta wait.
But the bus drivers were trying to take the matter into their own hands with a broomstick. Some people actually started calling taxis or friends and family to pick them up, and the rest just waited. But even though there were only 3 people that spoke English, a few others and me got together to pass the time, and one French lady even got us some beers from the bus drivers. So we all got out our snacks that we still had, and the waiting wasn't so bad anymore. 4 hours later we were on the road again. For 30 minutes at least.
"20 more minutes to Castelo Branco, and the bus has stopped in some field now, and I don't know why." We are in nature this time. Apparently this time the engine overheated, so now we can't. We were driving for like 10 minutes or so, and oh damn, there's a big skull here. Look at this. Anyway, we were driving for like 10 minutes before this happened, so yeah, quite the adventure.
But no one really seemed to mind this time. If anything, it was just kind of funny. And we only had to wait for half an hour for another bus to show up, and we were going again.
Finally!
Go!
Yes.
For me, I don't think I minded the breakdown because it was amazing to be in this beautiful spring weather. But I did feel bad for the people who were picking me up in Castelo Branco. My 2-day trip finally came to an end. We reached the city without any other issues, while the sun was slowly setting. And then, at just past 6, pretty much exactly 48 hours after I started my journey, the bus pulled into the central bus station.
Thank you! Yes! That was it. I made it. Finally. Can't believe it. This feels unreal. I'm done. And it's so beautiful. There's palm trees and like there's magnolias and they are blossoming, and this is the second time I'm seeing
palm trees in my life that they are like not in a pot. So I don't know. It's amazing. Spending 2 days in a flixbus is obviously not how anyone would want to spend their free time. It's often cramped and most of the time smelly, but I gotta say I didn't hate it. Or at least it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I've taken much shorter trips where I've been much more miserable before. At this point, I obviously wasn't looking forward to doing it again on my way back home, but oh boy, it was an interesting adventure. So now I'm in Portugal, but that's a story for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to let me know how you liked the video in a comment, that would absolutely make my day.